Hey guys, here we are. We're on solo scenario 2 of Viticulture. This is our second one in campaign. We completed our first one on our first try, so our score through 1 is 1. So now we're going to start number 2 here. You can't have more than 2 workers, not counting the additional worker or your grande worker. Use the middle action spaces instead of the leftmost action spaces, except when you're placing the grande on an already occupied action. You can't use bonus action tokens. Okay, so this is kind of a 2 things. First things first, I'm only going to get at most 3, 4 workers with the bonus worker. One round I'll have 4, all the other rounds I'm only going to have 3 actions to get to use. So that's going to be tough. It sounds like I'm going to be able to, though, to compensate for that, use the middle space for every single one. So technically, if I plan this right, I should be able to get many more than what I normally, many more bonus actions than what I normally get. Normally I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bonus actions. If I time this right, I could get almost 21 if I could get all 3 of them on a bonus space each turn. So could be really powerful. The thing with this, I think, with this setup is going to be like really specific and not try to spread myself too thin. So I have to know which way I want to get my victory points and then not veer from that, which for me, if anyone knows me as a gamer, is tough. I kind of usually get distracted along the way and lose my direction pretty quickly. So we'll see if this is a challenge that I can step up to. Alright, so now that we know the conditions of our solo variant, I'm going to turn over our Mama and Papa cards and see what benefits we get. Mama Ariel and Papa Jerry. Alright, so I'm going to get my 2 workers, $2, a summer, gust, and a fill order, or an order to fill. So let's collect those up. Okay, collected from Mama. Let's take a look. Papa Jerry, I'm going to get $2, my grande worker, and I get another windmill or 4. Okay, so the windmill is going to give me a plant a vine, and I gain 1 victory point every time I plant a vine. So it could be a very nice, lucrative thing to start off with. So maybe with only having 3 workers, maybe I just focus on planting and selling, and I try not to deal with anything else. The problem is if I take that windmill, so the 4, I'll start with 4, which should be enough to give me one of the planting buildings, the trellis or the irrigation system. I don't know. I think I'm going to take the risk with the windmill. So let's grab that stuff. Okay, here are all my benefits for my Mama Papa card. I didn't take a look at these cards. This might be a nice easy one to fill early on, get my residual payments going, and then here pay 4 to build any 2 structures. Oh, the stonemason could be really nice if I'm really going to focus on building or planting. I can get these 2 for cheaper. Oh, I could open up the cellars. Oh, that'd be a really nice there would be a really nice value there. Okay, sounds like we're in a good spot. Let's get the board set up and take our first turn. Okay, so we begin our turns of this campaign just like all other parts of the campaign, choosing our wake up track. I won't be getting any of these. I'm leaving them out as a timer just so I know when I've taken my 7 turns. I'm going to just take them and discard them right into the old bucket of gems there. Alright, so I think early on it behooves me to find out what I can start planting to get those just in my crush pads and cellar right away, start aging, get the benefits of them started early, so that makes me lean towards drawing a vine card. Extra money early on might be nice. with the double actions, I might want to pull another summer guest. That way, if I do take this action, I will be able to take advantage of it, which is 2. I do have the $4 I would need. Oh, it's 8. Oh, so no, can't even use him yet. So we're not going to be looking to play that. We're not going to be looking to do any summer guests just yet. So maybe we do start to get our oh, maybe I pull my 3rd worker right away. Get going. Let's see here. I'm going to want to draw. If I draw 2, then I can hopefully plant 2 and build. I might have to build 1 before I plant in order to plant. That would be 3 workers that would all might work this in the beginning phases. I think that's okay. I'm okay with skipping and foregoing winter right now because there's no need for it just yet. So maybe that's the course I play. I would only need those 3, so I don't think I need this worker. So let us take. Do we want to know what we're working for? If I draw a 3rd one of these, I'm not going to be able. Well, it just gives me more options because maybe I won't be able. Maybe I get. Maybe I get both types of buildings, and I can only build one of the draw. So let's just get this vine right now. Okay, so our bonus vine is very good, cheap, and free to build. So that's going to be a victory point. That's what I'm seeing when I see that card, victory point and the start of something. All right, so we have done our bonus. I discarded our token, and now let's see what Automa takes up. They're going to cover give a tour and sell at least 1 grape and or sell 1 field. Okay, so they're going to cover up give a tour and sell at least 1 field. Now, going back to the campaign rules, if there is it says the exception is if I place my grande worker on an already covered one, I don't get that bonus. So that's the one time in this that I'll miss out on this middle double bonus benefit. So that kind of worked out exactly how we wanted it. So we're going to be able to take all 3 actions. We're going to be able to get bonuses for each one of them. So the first one we're going to do is draw. Let's take a look at what we got. Okay, we got Merlot, which we're going to need irrigation for. And we got the, I don't know, Trebbiano, which we're going to need the trellis for. So this was worst case scenario. Not worst case scenario because we will be able to plant this 2 still. But I would have liked to had. Here's my thinking. I'm going to try to keep my values low so I can plant as many vines as possible to take advantage of my windmill, right? So I've got to make sure that I can plant as many of these as possible. So I wanted to keep my values low so I can get more out, but the problem is I'm going to be really specific to only white wine through the first round. Maybe that's okay. Maybe I pull some red. But the scary thing is I have to commit to building one of these. If one of them was free, then I would be okay committing one way or the other. But the combination of not having a white and a red and the cost and time to build these, it didn't work out exactly how we wanted it. But we can try to make something out of this. So now we're going to use our other one to build a structure. Okay, we're going to build a structure. Now we have to make that decision. We're going to gain a coin because that's the benefit there. So we can easily afford either one of them, irrigation 3 or the trellis for 2. The question is, do I want to try to just keep my values low and find red later? I mean, I guess I'm going to always hold on to it, but it's going to take me 2 rounds again to build this one instead of just 1 round if I don't know. All right, I think I'm overthinking it. I'm going to just build the trellis because it's cheaper and it's the lower value. So for these 2, I'm going to build a trellis. Okay. So then that leaves me with my last worker of the season. I'm not going to do anything in winter. I'm going to commit everything this summer. I'm going to plant 2 of them, and I'm going to plant the 1 value. I'll put that here. Hopefully slowly build that up. And then I'll plant the 2 value here. Okay. So I'm going to get 1 victory point. I can only have 1 per year. Okay, so maybe the values don't matter. Hold on, I should have gone all the way back and probably planted this Merlot because I'm only gonna get 8 at the very most, 8 victory points. So let's be real. Am I gonna plant all 8? Plant once per year? Probably not. So maybe, okay, I am gonna go back and reverse it, and I'm gonna build the irrigation instead, which is gonna cost me an extra $1. Because I just am gonna feel more comfortable having a red and a white in order to fill orders than just double white. Okay, and I'm gonna plant this 3 there. Okay, so same thing. I still get 1 victory point for that. And look at that, closing the gap already, round 1. All right, so we're at our year end. I don't have any grape tokens to age. I can retrieve my 3 workers, and we'll set everything up. Okay, we begin the year by choosing our wake up time. Let's try to think of what we want to get done. I think we want another round of planting, and if we could harvest as well, that would be really good. So the way I see it is we're going to have to draw, plant, all right, hopefully not build a structure, and harvest a field. Those are the 3 actions I think that I want to do this turn. To give me the flexibility to make sure that I can plant something, I also need to build, which would be my 4th one. So maybe this time I take that extra worker and try to get 4 things done. Because I want to have, I want to start cooking some wine. I want to start building that up. I'm definitely going to try to plan to get that victory point, and then I'm going to have to switch. This might be the last year of me doing heavy summer actions. I might be turning into, I did forget to draw a card in the fall. I will try drawing the summer one because I have to pair it with this one already. Let's see here. Each opponent may give you $2. For each opponent who does not gain 1. So this is a multiplayer one. I was burned before and said a multiplayer one wasn't playable in solo, and someone might come with that information again. I appreciate that, but at this point, I'm not going to stop and look it up. I'm just going to discard it because it doesn't seem like a way around there. Novice guide, gain $3 or make up to 2. Okay, so that gives you some flexibility. In taking advantage of kind of a winter action during the summer, which is nice, but also could give me $4, which could get me closer to building. I'm going to hopefully use my stonemason for these sellers, so I have to get up to 8. This would get me 5, and I'd only need 3 more. I could sell, give a tour, something like that to get the other 3. But, okay, so that was the part we missed. I'm deciding that I'm going to draw, plant, build structure, and hopefully harvest with my 4 workers this turn. Let's see what the Automa is going to do. So he's going to cover up plant and sell. So we cover up plant. So I'm only going to be planting 1 this turn, which is okay. And then sell. I would have liked to have been able to plant 2 just so I could build up, but I'm still going to be able to get my my victory point for planting this turn. So I am going to, first things first, draw. I'm going to draw 2 greens. Okay, excellent. I'm only going to be able to plant 1 of these, but I did get one of the building that I already bought. Sadly, I got another one of the trellis, so I'm going to have to build that possibly. So the only one that I could plant if I want to plant would be him. So the question is, this is where I'm saying, am I verging away from it? Am I getting away from my plan? Because this isn't going to max as much as I could. Although I'm planting 1, I'm getting my victory point. It's totally fine. But look at that. I already wanted to diverge from my plan. Just like that. Just that one thought. So I'm not going to diverge from the plan. I'm going to plant. That was our plan, right? So I'm going to plant. So I got to use my grunt. It leaves me some risk, because if they harvest 1, I guess my backup would be to draw. Because after that, I wouldn't be able to do anything else. I have 2 options in the fall. Another thing, what else could I have done? I'm not ready to double up on that. Giving a tour would give me 3. That would give me enough for 3, 4, 5, and then the 3 would be 8. Ooh, that would give me enough to build my cellars next turn. All right, so I think I'm going to do that. See? Look at that. I just talked myself out of diverging from the plan, and I'm diverging from the plan to get these 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I've got 2 left. I was supposed to build a structure. Ah, if I build that structure, it's just going to take me down. But it's only 2. I could find 2 elsewhere, right? Eesh. No. No, let's take it all back. I can't do this to myself. I've got to stick to my plan. And that was to plant. So I'm going to plant. And I'm going to get my victory point. No, I said I was going to build a structure. I was going to build a structure, the trellis, right? Yeah. So we're going to build first 1 structure. Sorry, I'll put that over here, which is going to give me 1. Pick up this guy who didn't plant yet. I'm going to build the trellis. That's for 2. Okay. Now I can plant any of these that I want. Okay. If I plant here, I'm going to plant here. So then I'll start off with a 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay. So that's my 1 plant. I just planted, so that's going to be another victory point. Okay. I have 2 actions. Oh, that was my plant action, sorry. So I have 1 action. Oh, that had to have been my grande worker. I only get to do 1. I don't get to do 2. And I have 1 worker to either draw orders or harvest a field. Hopefully 2 fields. Yeah, definitely 2 fields. Okay. So in between here, I am going to pull. I'm going to start pulling some winter guests. Harvest up to 3 fields. If you harvest 3 fields, gain 2. Okay. So that goes pretty well. That Reaper goes well with my filling up. So I just need to plant 1 there. I have full access ability to plant. So we're going to be planting like madmen. Let's see what the Automa blocks. Draw and fill. Draw and fill. Okay, we definitely lucked out. We're going to be able to harvest 2 fields this turn in the winter. So we're going to get a 3 from our 1 field, 3 red. And we're going to get a 1 red and a 2 white. All right. We've got our first wines getting crushed. Very good. That is my only worker, so that's going to end. So I'm going to age my grape tokens. It takes a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I'm going to retrieve my workers. And that was my 1 4-turn my 1 4-turn action. That extra worker is gone now. I'll retrieve the AI's workers. I have no residual payments. I have 6 cards, so I have no need to discard. So let's go right back into it. Okay, for this round, I'm thinking I want to take a winter ghast. So that I can take advantage of drawing that Reaper this last turn. So that would be able to have me be able to take care of the bonus action, because I think that's the key here, is taking those bonus actions. I'm trying to look here. I have enough to plant to get my 3rd one filled for the next 2 rounds. So I cannot draw off my list of things I need to get done. So I need to plant, I need to build. Oh, I need to get money. I need to get this money. I wonder I could sell this for 2. That's a whole freaking action though, man. Just for 2. But I gotta think about how to get money here. So I've got 3, 4. I could have 5 the round that I need it, so that means I need to find 3 more to build my cellar. Where would I get that 3? Giving a tour, right? Okay, so We're knocking off draw. We're adding giving a tour. So that's going to be 1. This is going to be 2. And then hopefully on this draw, this could be 3, or I could harvest or make up the wine tokens. So yes, I'm going to take the extra winter guest to see if I can take that play action. Make up the 3, gain 1 for each type I make. So that's going to be a really nice one to add to the amount of the small number I have. Okay, so I've chosen my morning benefit. So let's go ahead and see what the autumn covers. Build 1 structure. Okay, he's saying out of our way pretty much. So we talked about doing 2 things in the summer. One of them was going to be to plant, right? And I can plant both of these. So I will plant the one here. No, the one here. Either way, I'm going to double up here. Oh no, I can do this. I can make this a 4. So we'll do 1 here, and we'll do 1 here. It's still going to be. It would have been best to go here, but I want that benefit of 3 points. So how about we do 1, 2. So I'm going to get a 3 red and a 1 red. 2. Oh, it's going to negate there. I wonder how that works with the rules. So let's just switch it so we don't even have to think about it. So we're going to have a 4 and a 1 red, and we'll have a 2 and a 1. Yeah, white. That's what we'll do. All right. Planted, so I get to gain another victory point. I'm all planted up, so now I'm in a position to do that. And in the winter, excellent. Okay, harvest and then make him up. We're going to do that action so we can get more of them out there, and then we can make up the 3 and get 3 more victory points. This could be a 1 for the windmill, 2, 3 for the fields, 4, 5, 6 point. This could be a 6-point year for us. That's pretty phenomenal, guys, I have to say. That might be the best year of viticulture I've ever played. And I've got my grande worker, so there's little he can do. So the question now is, do I draw for replenishing my winter gas? I think, yeah, I think I'm at that point now. I would like to transfer towards winter. Pay 3 to train 1, or discard 1 to gain 2. So this is going to be straight victory points. I cannot gain any more workers. So my only option on that is to discard a wine to gain 2. Okay, totally fine. I will take that. Okay, so now we're going to go into winter, see what he covers up. He is going to cover up harvesting a field and selling a wine token, which is Tuscany. So he's just going to do harvest 1 field, which leaves it completely open for me to play my grande worker on the 2. Okay, I'm going to play this one first. Harvest up to 3 fields. If you harvest 3 fields, gain 2. So let's do our harvesting first. I'm going to gain a 4 red, which is actually going to be a 3 because I don't have room on my crush pad. And I'm going to gain a 1 red, which will be a 1. Then I'm going to gain 2 2s, which is actually going to be a 2 and a 1. Yes? Good. Okay, so I harvested 3 fields, which means I'm going to get 2 victory points. 1, 2. Okay. Then my other one that I'm going to play is my bottler. Make up the 3 wines. So I'm going to make... oh no, it's just going to be 2 points. I don't have my cellar, so I can't combine any. So let's just go ahead and do this. 3 and 1. Because this is going to be a 2 and a 2, so I want to get both of those out. These will age, and I'll be good. Okay. So those are the 3 I made. I made 2 different types, which is just going to be 2. Look at me, so boastful. Oh, this is going to be the best viticulture year I've ever had. What a fool. Missed out on 1 victory point there. Still, I think it was, what, 6 or 7 points, 5 or 6 points in 1 year is not too bad, especially if you're not filling any orders. Okay, so that's my only action for the winter. So I'm going to age my tokens here. I can't age past this small cellar, so we're kind of bottlenecking ourselves, but maybe this is where we sell one to get that extra money. Okay, so I aged them. I can retrieve my workers. I think I did 3 actions there. Sorry guys, I realized I didn't take my third action. I was supposed to take 2 in the summer. I only took 1, which was my plant. Then I jumped directly into playing those cards. I should have, oh, that was a really violent one, sorry. I should have placed here to get my 3 coins. I talked about doing that so that I could afford the stonemason. Okay. All right, we'll pick up with picking our new steps, our wake up setup. Wake up track, that's what it's called. Okay, here we are. We're picking up our morning bonus. I think I'm going to choose this money so that I could be able to buy those 2 structures this turn. I've been working towards that for a while. Don't deviate or change from the goals, right? Look at this. I can't even pick this thing up this morning. Gotcha. All right. So we're going to get our extra coin, which is going to give us 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus this 3. 8. And then I can be able to build 2 things. So the question is, what am I going to build? I've been working towards wanting to build these 2 the whole time. But with only 3 rounds available after this one, they're going to age 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just barely get into the 7s. I don't know if it's 100% worth it. The thing that makes me think it might be worth it is if I do draw fill orders and I pull a sparkling, and I'd be able to like pull together like a 5 and a 3 and make a 7 or 8 and be able to get some big points. So doing this one allows me the chance of a big victory point gain. The other thing I could spend that money on, I'm probably definitely going to do this one because I know that I'll be drawing some, and 4, 5s, or 6s are going to be pretty common. I should be able to get that one. Then the other one that I think might be worth it, there's 2 other choices. Either I go cottage, so I can pull 2 winters each time and not have to use that play action, and I can use actions to harvest, make tokens, and fill orders, do these 3 things, right? So that's what the cottage would do for me. The tasting room, I'll have to commit 1 worker towards each turn, but I could get, if I built it this round, I could get 1, 2, 3, 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4 victory points. I think speaking it out loud, talking through it, I think I'm going to do the cottage, because this route, the tasting room route, is going to cause me to have to use a worker every round. I only have 3. The cottage is going to allow me to save 1 worker from 1 spot, so because I should be drawing 2 of those per turn. That's going to let me be able to fill an extra order that turn, maybe harvest, get rid of things for victory points. I think, although it is the least guaranteed victory points compared to the tasting room, like I could guarantee myself 4 victory points by doing that. This, I might draw nothing and not get any benefit from it. But I think the idea, everything I've been doing is trying to be really tight and specific. This allows me to become more specific if I buy the cottage. So that's what we're going to do here. That's going to be our 1 action. The other actions we're going to do are going to be winter actions. We're going to hopefully, I'd like to fill 1 and either like the harvest or make. I think those are the 2 things we want to do. And then next round we'll start drawing orders and seeing what we can fill. So I'm going to start by drawing what the autumn is going to block off. We're hoping it's not the play, and it is. Okay, so it's going to do draw and play. Okay, so I am in a position, excuse me, where I have some flexibility with what I'm going to do in the winter. So I think I feel okay using my grande worker to get these 2 built. I want those 2 built because this is going to log jam here, and I need to extend this. I need to build this up. Plus I can start pulling that second winter guest. So I am going to use my oh no, I'm only going to get to play 1 of them. Shoot. Okay, well that really threw some things off for me. because it was all predicated on being able to advance this and build that cottage. So I don't think I'm going to actually do that then. So the question is, am I going to do anything at all in the summer? And I don't think I am. I don't have any vines to plant. That would be a victory point. I don't have any of that. So I think I'm going to go directly over to winter and maybe try to fill and manipulate my wine this turn, and then next turn build, and then hopefully start filling orders. So I'm going to pass. I'm going to get one card. I'm going to pull a winter guest. Harvest one field and either draw one or pay one to build the yoke. Maybe I'll do this one because that could be an extra victory point I get for building. Okay. Not an essential one. That doesn't like mesh 100% with my final round's plans, but a way to maybe sneak an extra victory point by planting a card without having to draw. Okay, so now we're going to see what the Automa is going to block off. Pay to train and harvest one field. So I won't be doing any harvesting. Pay to train. So it looks like I'm going to be drawing some orders and making, maybe I'll play this turn. Yeah, maybe I could play. I got 3 actions, so I might as well do it. So let us first draw 2 orders just to see what we're up against. Maybe start planning. Okay, so we need a 7 and a 6. So this will be rendered, both of these are rendered useless unless I buy both of those. So that might have just changed my my tune, because if I get these ones, it's 5, 9, 10, 11. That's gonna put me at 18 points. It's not enough to all by itself. All right, it's gonna be tough. That was a pretty bad draw. I didn't get anything. I had predicted 4, 5s, or 6s were gonna be coming. I got everything above it. So that might change our plan. Maybe it was a good idea to pull this before I decided if I was gonna build the cottage or the large cellar. All right, so that was my draw. I am going to make up to 3 wine tokens. Okay, so I am going to make this 3 wine tokens. So do a 5 and a 3. That would put me at a 6 here. It's committing pretty hard, and I can't do it. I haven't built anything. Ooh, this is not good. So I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. Yeesh. Can I fill this one? 3 and 1. I'd be paying extra. Ooh, this was tough. This was very tough. So I guess I'll go here to play. I'll go there to play. Okay. And this one says pay 3 to train. I can't do that. Or discard 1 to gain 2. So I'm going to discard this 2 to gain 2 victory points. Okay, that is the governess. And then I can play a second one, which is going to be harvest a field. Let's see, what do I want to harvest? I think I'm going to harvest this 4. No, I need some whites. So I'm going to harvest this 2. Just 2, right? And then either draw 1. I'm going to draw 1 green. Okay, and it's a Chardonnay. No, I don't know why I said that. Trebbiano. It's very similar to the one we did before. So now I could, if I have an extra guy, which I probably won't, it's a victory point, and I'd be at 10. Okay, I've got 1 turn left, but actually before I take that turn, I'm going to go back here. I harvested this field for 2. I might as well harvest this field for 2 and 1 red. Might as well do it. There's no reason not to have done that. So let's do that before we move on. Okay, so I've got 1 left. I've got 1 left. It's my grande worker, so he can go anywhere. But what's going to be most beneficial? I can always do the fill because I need to start doing it, but it's going to be overpaying to get just 2 points, and I don't know if that's 100% worth it, especially when I've got so many low ones here that I'll be hopefully making into wine. So maybe I do make that into wine. Make up to 2 tokens. It would be 3, but I could do 1, 2, 3 now. Yes, with that harvest. Let's do that. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should easily, none of them are going to advance, so I should definitely be able to fill this one. I'm going to have to pull more. I'm going to get one extra one there, and I might draw 2 again there. It's just going to be all about order filling, finding the ones that match. I'm going to be a jerk. Hey, I'll take all these orders and only fill the ones I'm specifically looking to fill. But I don't lose points for that in this game. Only. Okay, so we have done our 3 actions. So now let's age. The only things we can age are the things in the crush pad. I cannot age any of these because I haven't built. Okay, and retrieve my workers. Collect residuals, which is 0. Discard down to 7. I'm at 6. So now let's take our bonus. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take the fill order. Let's see what order we get. Another 6. So if all signs haven't already pointed to us building a structure, they are now. So that sucks. Okay. Now we are going to see what the automa is going to cover. Draw and build a structure. Well, that's good. So now the decision here. I've got just 3 workers. I'm definitely going to play this because I got to build those. The question is, do I plant this for a victory point, or is it more advantageous to move on to the winter where I'm going to be able to get more victory points? Probably the winter, right? That's what I would think. 6s, 7s, and 8s. The problem is it's like 7 and 8 too. Like, and they're not. How are they going to age? I'm going to get a card that helps them age. This is not good. All right, yeah. The fill order draw. The draw of my fill order has really crippled this strategy that I built from the beginning. I've got 3 rounds here to get 11 points, 12 points. It's going to be it's going to be tight. It most certainly is going to be tight. All right, so, yes, I think I'm definitely going to play. Okay, and I'm going to play him first, which is going to give me 3. I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to build 2 structures. I'm definitely building my medium cellar. And I think, so here's the question. Am I going to actually have time to get them up here to 6 and 7 and 8? That's going to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. It's not going to happen for me. So I'm going to have to just keep drawing these and find orders that I can fill. So I guess I'm going to do the cottage as well. I don't know, because I need to start drawing these. Absolutely, to either age them enough. I don't know. I will need $6 to do anything else. $6 to do that. So independently, I only need 4. The value in itself is another reason to reconsider this. Oh gosh, I can't remember where this one was. 4 or 5, 4 or 5, 4 or 5. I'm going to put it at the 4. I can't remember where you went. Alright, so I'm going to discard these 2. I am going to flip it. I don't know what to do. To the large cellar. Just in case, if I get those, the problem is, the thing that I'm thinking is, okay, well, there's cards in this deck that lets you age wine. So I could have the possibility of doing it. But I need this one in order to pull enough of them to maybe find it, and I need this one to be able to use it. I think the deciding factor is that it's 6, and I don't know how I'm going to get 6. I'm going to have to uproot and sell a thing, but how many turns is that going to take? Like, I'm not going to get 6 coins somewhere else. If I can get an order filled in, I could possibly build a 4. I don't know. I was feeling so boastful and arrogant that first half when I was at like 5 or 6 points. Now with just 3 turns left, I haven't generated many points this last round. How the mighty have fallen. All right, so now we're to our next question is, do we build this for 1 victory point? I don't think I can yet. I think I still have to do a lot of manipulation here. I think I'm swinging for the fences. I think drawing those winter cards are going to be more of a home run swing or strikeout. This is a 1 point guaranteed. I don't have enough built up here already guaranteed to get me close enough that 1 point is the difference maker. So I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to hold it. Maybe it's it could be the game-winning move at the end. We'll see. That'd be really exciting and fun, wouldn't it? All right, so I'm not going to do anything, which means I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to draw a Winter Gust. The Judge, draw 2 or discard 1 of a value of 4 more to gain 3. So that's a way to get 3 victory points, but that's counterproductive to what I'm trying to do here. But I might be able to do these 2 things, because if I can age them. We'll see. I have no idea. But let's see. What I do know is the Automa is going to cover some stuff. Let's be kind. Be kind. Okay, so play and pay to train is what we're going to cover. Pay to train and play. Okay. So I've got 2 workers here. I think I've unlocked these, so I think I need to draw first. I think I need to draw. Just, is there things I can, what's my next steps? And I think knowing what I'm going for will tell me a huge amount. Okay, so this is kind of nice. I've unlocked the sparkling. I could trade. I'd be overpaying. Oh, I could definitely, if I harvest, I could trade. So I think I'm gonna. Oh, I only got 1 action left. So I think I'll harvest. So then I could make. These are ones that are definitely possibilities. So these are low numbers, and this is one big specific high one I could build, and I have low numbers. So that's really exciting. So I'm gonna harvest 2 fields. And I'm going to take the 4 red, which is going to be a 3, and I'm going to take the 2 white, 1 red. So now I've pulled a lot here. I think I'm actually going to discard this Judge now that I think, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's the victory point of the Judge. Well, that's worth 3 victory points. And it goes more along, so but that went a long way. That's going to be the winning. That might be the winning point. Well, you didn't make the cut, buddy. All right, so I've placed all my workers. That means I'm going to age the things I can age. Stretch out, boys. There's plenty of room in this cellar now. Okay, this is going to go to 5, 3. Could be 6. Who remembers? I don't. 7, 5, 4. 3. I think did you guys know that there's a dexterity portion of viticulture? Yeah. So technically a dexterity game, right? All right, we got lots of wine. We got lots of orders. I think we're going to know what we're going to be doing over these next 2 rounds. It's all going to be about making wine, selling wine. It's going to be tough because I've only got 2 actions to sell, and I'm going to fill 2 of these orders. So I'm going to have to get something extra there that lets me fill orders. All right, so I'll just take I'll take this one. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Well, you leave. Maybe you're the winning victory point. All right, so sorry, I forgot to retrieve my workers. I aged. You all saw me do it. And now we picked, so now we're gonna cover up. What are we gonna cover up? Nothing. All right, but I like it because a lot of these were, oh no, it doesn't really. Yeah, those 2 are important. All right, so that's nothing, and I'm doing nothing in the summer because I'm all winter right now. So I'm going to draw another card. Gain $3 and draw 1 or make up to 3. Ooh, okay. The Crush Expert. Oh, I did need to discard, and we had talked about it. That's where we got lost. I was discarding my game-winning point. Ha 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 ha. All right, so now I drew that, so now let's see what they're going to cover in the winter. Please be kind. Harvest a field and pay to train. Harvest a field and pay to train. Okay, so now I am going to make wine tokens. I can make up to 3. So now here's where I have to put 3 together to get a sparkling, 2 red and a white. So I'm going to do the 4. Well, this is going to take, guys. We're going to be down here in the cellar for a while trying to figure out. So we're saying we're going to try to do this one here because that's some bang for your buck. And let's see, I could do A 5, a 3, and a 2. That's 10. I'm overpaying, but that's okay. A 4, a 3, and a 2. That's 7, 8, 9. That's closest to its value. I'd have to... Oh, I could fill it because I've got this 3. So here, that's one of them I'll do. So let's do 4, 3, and 2. That's 7, 8, 9. I put it at the 9 of the sparkling. Okay, so that was one wine token. Okay, I want a 4 here, but that's going to overpay. A 7 and a 6, an 8. Oh yeah, so let's make this one here. This goes from 7 to 8, so from 7, but next turn I'll be able to get that one. So that's 10 points right now. Okay, so then what's the other thing I can try to get to? This one? I'd have to do 5 and 5. That's going to put me at the max there. That's too much. I'm getting rid of this one, and this one as of right now. So I've got some, the things I got a lot of red then. I'll maybe have to draw to find out. Maybe I'll get some more red. So I'm definitely going to do, I'll have to do one more, right? I made 2, I made 1, 2. So this will be my third one. Do I want the 5 or it doesn't matter, does it? I have to usually do more red to combine, so let's do this 5 here. This 5 white. Maybe these can get to 6 and 7. I can age them. I can age them. Cool. All right, so that was my make up to 3 wine tokens. So now I'm going to come over here, and I have to start filling for sure. So, sorry, that was abruptive. I'm going to fill, right, and I'm going to do this one. So it's 8 and 2. I'll take this 8 and 3. Okay, 8 and 3. And that's going to be 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 victory points, and I'm going to have 2 monies coming in. Okay, and I've completed my first order of the game. A pretty big one. Absolutely. All right, and I still have one. Oh, and I get an extra. I get an extra victory point for that. Boom. Oh, I don't know why I was sweating it. Look at that. Back to the confidence. Look at that. I felt so confident there. Wow. Johnny Braggadocious. All right. So I've got one more action. So the question is, do I want to play these 2, where I would make up the 3? Nope, that's not going to do me any good right now. So I can draw more of those. I could harvest 1 field. Maybe I harvest a field. I have the big guy, Mr. Grande. Or I could just draw more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be able to, I'm going to keep this one for sure. Keep this one. I could discard these 2. Yeah, let's just take that chance just because. Or this is a chance. This might be more of a chance choice, and this is more of a. It's not the. I'm not going to get the bonus. I think that's why I'm going to stop it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to harvest 1 field. And we needed. Oh, we need a white here. So let's do the 2. I don't have a big production of white, but I need the white to pull over to make this blush, and maybe I could do this 4 and 4. Yeah. So then maybe I'll be able to do these 2, possibly 3. We'll see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're not drawing anymore. Okay. So that's my third action. So let's age these things. So now I can afford that 8. I'm 1 year away from affording the 6 and 7. So I've only got 1 more turn, so I've got to be able to age them. Holy cannoli. That'd be nice. Oh, shoot. Where was this guy? I'll put him here because I don't remember. I got to be careful with my fingers, guys. This is dangerous. If I lose because I stole 2 wine out of my cellar. All right, I'm going to retrieve my workers. And retrieve his. Collect residuals. 2 more. Hey, gotta afford that cottage now. Did I take 2 the first time? I don't think I did. I talked about it. Nope. This is the first round I completed that. All right. That is everything there. So let us see what our last bonus is. It is +1 victory point. So if we get that 4 done, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a victory, guys. We've already done it. Let's not beat ourselves up over it. Yeah, we're gonna try to max points out. All right, so let's see what he covers in the summer. Play, plant. Okay. Am I gonna do anything this summer? Maybe I build. I can't. I don't have enough money, so I'm not doing anything this summer. So let's pass. Let's pull another winter. Maybe it's another fill. Draw 2 or pay 3 to train. You may lose 1. That's kind of darn you, scholar. I don't need you right now. All right. So now we're gonna see what the automa covers up here. Make up to 2 wine tokens. Okay, we got that done. So first things first, let us fill our 1 order. It's going to be the only thing we're going to be able to do. This is going to be tighter than we thought. So we're going to pay this 8, which gives me 4, and the 5th one because of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get an extra residual, which doesn't matter, but I did it. Completed my 2nd order. All right, so that's my 1 fill action. I'm going to play these cards. That's going to be the judge. I think he's the only other way to get victory points here. I got to discard one of a value of 4 or more and get 3. So I'm going to discard this one here and get 3. 1, 2, 3. You probably wonder why I just made that god-awful noise. That was my noise of excitement. I've never maxed out. I've never gotten to 25. So, guys, you have literally just seen the best 4 years of viticulture I've ever played. It doesn't happen often. But you bore witness, my friends. And it was all windmill in the morning and orders by supper time. And here ends the solo campaign number 2. We'll see you for number 3, guys.